Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Omar Farooq, and you are watching English with Omar. Today, we are going to discuss Unit 1 of Grade 11 English Textbook Board, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Peshawar, Responsibilities of Youth. So, in this lecture, I will discuss what is this address, Responsibilities of Youth, who delivered this, where he delivered, and what is the summary. Okay, brief and concise summary I have written here, and then important vocabulary of this unit. So hope you would like this video. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel and then download this video for your preparation. So let's start. Address to the students at Dhaka University Convocation, 24th of March 1948. So this responsibilities of youth, this is an address of Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He delivered this address at Dhaka University Convocation to the graduates, students of Dhaka University on 24th of March 1948. Okay, so address, what is the summary of this address we are going to discuss, and then vocabulary, so stay with me. Summary, okay, only here 5 points. In these 5 points, which are of different colors, you can see that this is the complete, brief, but concise and apt summary of this unit. Okay, so what are the major points in this address? First of all, responsibilities of youth is the address of Qaid-e-Azam to the students of Dhaka University. Convocation, that was the convocation. You know, convocation is a ceremony, for example, after graduation, after master, one day is selected when degrees are conferred or awarded to the students. That is called convocation of university or college. So it was the address of Qaid-e-Azam on the occasion of the convocation of Dhaka University on March 1948. Okay. He starts with thanks to the university chancellor. Qaid-e-Azam starts his speech. First of all, he thanks to the chancellor of the university who invited Qaid-e-Azam, and then describes the difficulties and sacrifices made by the Muslims for the creation of Pakistan. After that, Qaid-e-Azam discussed the difficulties, the hurdles, the problems, and the great sacrifices of the millions of Muslims for this freedom. He reminds the students that this freedom, we haven't achieved it easily, but we have sacrificed a lot. We have faced a lot of problems. We have faced a lot of hurdles. We have faced millions of challenges. So after that, this independence, this freedom, this liberty we have attained. So we must value it. We must care for it. We can say we must value it. Okay. Besides, he warns about the plots of both inner and outer enemies. After that, he warns the students. He gives them caution about the plots, about the conspiracies, about the, you can say, plans of both inner and outer enemies. Those enemies which are inner. Inner means, for example, Qaid-e-Azam says, beware of fifth columnist. Fifth columnist mean those people who are among you, who are with you, but they are working for the enemy. Traitor, betrayer, disloyal sort of people are called fifth columnists. So those are the enemies from inner side. Your own people become your enemy. And those who are outer enemies, just like India, and who always plan to destroy Pakistan. So Qaid-e-Azam, beware the students about both these sort of enemies, that those who are inner, those who are with you, they are, you can say, hypocrites. They are concealed one, chupe hue munafiq. They are traitor. They are disloyal. Beware of them. And the outer enemies who want to destroy Pakistan, for example, India and the other elements, those are openly, you can say, opposing Pakistan. Openly, they are criticizing. They are not accepting the creation of Pakistan. So Qaid-e-Azam cautions, Qaid-e-Azam bewares, Qaid-e-Azam warns the students about both of these type of enemies. Then after that, he advises them to concentrate upon education only, and it is now their foremost duty and responsibility for the social and economic development of their country. Then Qaid-e-Azam advises the students that now your sole purpose, now your only purpose is to concentrate upon your education, because Pakistan has been created. Now you should not take part in politics. Now you should focus on your studies, okay, your education. and only then you can help, you can contribute your country in the progress of the country, you can contribute in the progress of the country, you can do better for social and economic development of your country. So now you must not be involved in politics, involved in you can say riots, involved in commotions, involved in such and such things. Okay. Then lastly, I have noted here, he emphasizes not to long for government jobs only after completing their education. Qaid-e-Azam says that most of the people just, you can say here, trend is there that after graduation or after having a master degree, people look for government jobs. And if someone does not get government job, he says that, oh, everything is ruined, I can't do anything, I will burn my degrees, I'll burn my certificates. So this is not good. Qaid-e-Azam says that after completing your education, you must not only look for government job, you should also look for other private sector jobs, as there are a lot of better opportunities in self business and private sector. Your own business, you can start your own business, you can go to private sector, there are a lot of opportunities. So Qaid-e-Azam says that you should not feel ashamed of working manually, and you should also search for other opportunities in private sector if you can't get government job, because government can't accommodate all the students, all the people, and there is no such you can say accommodation in government sector. So we must not focus only to government jobs, we should also look at other opportunities. As now you can see that those people who are having their own business, their own enterprises, jobs, etc., so they are more prosperous, they are more earning more, and government people, they are just hand to mouth, they are upon the mercy of the government. So Qaid-e-Azam says that after completing your education, you must not focus to government job only, but also you should think better opportunities of self business and private sector. So this was the brief summary I have noted in 5 points. You can download it from here and you can prepare it. You can add some more points, but all the major points, all the, you can say, basic elements I have noted here in front of you. Now come to, yes, vocabulary. Vocabulary means store of words, okay, lexical or vocabulary. So English to English vocabulary I have given you 2 or 3 words, substitute words I have given in front of you. Hope you will easily understand. First of all, formal. Formal means conventional. Anything which is conventional, which is according to certain codes, according to certain discipline, that is called formal. And opposite is informal. Okay. Then flattering. Flattering means praising excessively, or you can say false appreciation. Flattery is a curse. Khushamad. So flattering means false appreciation or praising someone excessively, exaggeration in praise, etc. Incumbent. Incumbent means obligatory, ordained, or compulsory, must, something which is very important, which is must, which is compulsory, is called incumbent. Affection mean love or care, that is simple word. Then laurels. Laurels mean awards, titles, or degrees of universities, of any firm, of any diploma, of any course. So degrees, titles, awards are called laurels. Threshold. Threshold mean doorstep, entrance of any building, you can say anywhere, etc. Implications mean complications, complexities, difficulties, problems, challenges, etc. Predecessors means forefathers, forerunners, above Ajdad, etc. Militant. Militant mean extremist, violent. This word is mostly used by India for Pakistani people, for Pakistan army, and for those people who are freedom fighters. So you are, I think, aware of this word. But militant actually mean extremist, a person who crosses the limits, who is more violent, who likes violence. Thwarted mean cause frustration or problem. Okay, causing frustration or problem for someone. Holocaust. Holocaust mean massacre, killing on large scale, just like Holocaust. You can't use this word, or you can't express your feelings upon this, because Hitler, he killed millions of Jews, and it was called the Holocaust. So speaking on Holocaust is banned internationally, you can say. But nowadays you can say that around about the world, Muslims or other communities, those who are oppressed, they are killed, they are slaughtered, they are butchered, and killing on large scale is called Holocaust. Rehabilitate means restable, reset. For example, those people who had damage of their houses, their property in earthquake, so government started plan for rehabilitation. Rehabilitation means restable them, reset them. Okay. Inception means beginning or start of something. Beginning, initiation, or start of something is called inception. Upheaval means uproar, disturbance, disorder, etc. So next few words are there. That is, for example, chastened, from chaste. Okay, pure, dignified and respected. Modest as well. Hang for mean look for, desire, search, wish for, etc. Vigilance mean alertness or wakefulness, to be alert, to be wakeful, to be very careful, etc. Fifth columnist, as I have discussed in summary, fifth columnist mean traitor, betrayer, are those people who deceive you, and they are from you, they are within you. These people, just like in history, Mir Jafar, Mir Sadak are very famous for this. And nowadays, a popular Turkey drama is there, and there are many traitors. For example, from Muslim side, of Muslim to the non-Muslim, etc. And although they are Muslims, so they are betrayer, they are fifth columnists, they are traitor, etc. Weed out mean remove, root out, remove totally or completely. Okay, clean something completely, uproot something is called weed out. Finish something completely. Demoralize mean disappointed. Okay, lose hope, disappointed. Disgruntled mean to be angry, dissatisfied. Immense mean too much, excess of something. And dingy mean gloomy. Okay, so this was the vocabulary. I have noted all the important words in front of you. So if you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and then you can download this video for summary and vocabulary assist chapter. Be ready for next stunning videos. Thank you all.